Hi, this video is sponsored by Graphic Design, a t-shirt that I'm wearing that says graphic design, but backwards. I'm not a social expert, but I think I've learned from my past mistakes of making friends, so take these advice as a grain of salt. Number 1, observe them first before you try to make friends with them. Are they the type to be the lazy-ass groupmates? Are they the type to make you hate on other people solely because they hate them? If they are, don't make friends with them. They take toxicity as personality. Are they the type of person that treat people as equal to them? Are their jokes alright with you and your concept of what humor is? Are they someone that would inspire you to do better in your life and probably teach you more about your hobbies? If so, go for it. Second, start off small. If you feel like they are decent people, try to approach them with the stuff that you have in common. You can start off by asking a few stuff in school. Hey, do you understand this part of the lecture? Hey, isn't this class so stupid? Hey, what were we supposed to do? Stuff like that, Don't push it too much and suddenly say, guys, can you please talk about the economic status of the world right now? I did that before. It was aggressive. I did get to be friends with her that much. I also recommend not asking too much questions, meaning that for every instruction the teacher gives you, you don't have to ask them for the sake of interacting with them. It's a bit annoying when someone just keeps asking you over and over again for the same instructions that you heard. Instead, just give them something to respond to. If you were group mates, hit him with a, I think his idea was great. Hey, we can do that. But do not glorify them. That's weird as fuck. If there is a chance for small talks that comes naturally, go for it. Number 3, humor up a bit. I think this is better when you've laid out your common interest already. For example, you both like anime and you know the kind of anime that they watch. For example, you've seen their online posts, or you've seen a few of the merchandises of that anime on their keychain or maybe on their ID laces. You can ask stuff like, have you watched the new season? Or what do you think about the plot? Stuff like that. What I do is, this isn't a tactic or a technique, it's just something that I guess worked a lot of times. If I know that we kind of have the same interests or like a creator, I would hit them with sending them a link of the new content, and then I would say, OMG, they released something new. And then from then on, if they respond, then good, we can prolong the conversation a bit. But if they do, it's fine, no biggie. It's not the end of the world. You also have to observe if they are also opening up to you. You have to check if they're matching your vibes, or if you know that they're also interested in making friends with you. A few stuff that I would observe if they want to make friends with me if I talk to them is that whether or not they're also giving me something to respond to. For example, I ask them a question and they just hit you with a, yeah, then it's fine. It's not the end of the world. You can just lie low with making friends with them and just let fate predict on what the kind of relationship you would have. If fate would have it, let the friendship just move forward on its own. Number 4, cultivate that relationship or courage up. If you have free time in class, for example, they're not really talking to anyone, they're not doing the school work at the moment, or they're not using their phone, kind of just like resting for a bit, you could come up to them, sit beside them, and then converse about the stuff you have in common. I've done this for 2 of my best friends right now, and it was awkward as hell at first because we didn't really have that kind of connection yet. But because I kept doing it little by little, opening up to them and then also letting them open up to me the stuff that they want to open to, we kind of got closer and closer together, with the courage that I took and they also took. We kind of had that sense of friendship early on. It'll be awkward. That's always the thing with putting the effort in relationships. It's awkward at first, especially if they don't respond. But, what do you got to lose, Just trying to make friends. Or at least that's what I did, at least. They observe you too if they're a good friend for you. So it's not always dependent on you. It's also their decision if they want to be friends with you, if you are a good kind of person for them. So build yourself up as you also socialize others. In summary, that's it. Bye!